Hey guys, Brian Gross here, co-founder of the Universal Key and Small Business Strategist. Happy 2012, Happy New Year, Happy Monday. For most of us, this is the first day of our launching off into the new year. This is the first day that we're going to make all our dreams come true and get all our goals and aspirations started on the right foot. And, there's a couple things. We're all striving for this success, whether it be in your personal life, whether it be in your love life, whether it be in business. And, what I've found over the years is there's certain principles, there's always things you can pull away as kind of a common denominator from a lot of successful people. And what things do they practice? How do they, what makes them different from, everyone else setting goals in the new year? And so that's really what this information is about. So we're going to be talking about success. We're going to be talking about courage. Criticism, things like that. So, and kind of trying to help you tie this all together and really give you some ammo to go out in the new year and start off fresh, okay? I'm just going to start it off with a little quote because I find it fitting for this segment. And it's just a real short one by Winston Churchill. And he once said, courage is rightly considered the foremost of the virtues, for upon it all others depend. Makes a lot of sense, courage. Everyone's afraid, right? Now, successful people have the courage to make decisions and take action in the face of doubt and uncertainty, many times with no guarantees of success. Now, your ability to launch, to step out in faith, even when there is a chance of loss or failure, is the mark of a successful person. Now, a success personality does not necessarily mean that there is a lack of fear or absence of fear. It's just that they are able to control or have mastery of that fear. Does that make sense? Everyone is afraid, let's face that. I mean, that's, everyone, top executives to common day people. Everyone has, fears and is afraid. Successful people are those who face those fears and take action in spite of those fears. And you develop the habit of courage by acting courageously when courage is called for. If you think about that a little bit, okay? Develop the habit of courage by acting courageously whenever courage is called for. Now, the natural reaction of most people is to avoid or to back away from things they fear. That's just our common reaction. But when you force yourself to resist this natural tendency, and just completely do the opposite, when you instead move toward the things you fear, your fear shrinks and loses its power over you. The two greatest obstacles to success and personal effectiveness are the fear of failure and the fear of criticism. Okay? But every great success is preceded by many failures and accompanied by countless criticisms. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Here's a great example. A couple of these I think you'll like. I threw in for a little inspiration here. The famous Walt Disney. He was actually fired by a newspaper for lacking ideas. The man that built Disney World. Lacking ideas. Funny, isn't it? He also went bankrupt several times before he even built Disney. Another example here is Abraham Lincoln. He failed many times, but went on to become one of the greatest presidents in the history of our country. Henry Ford failed and went broke 5 times before he finally succeeded. And he had a great little quote. He once said, "Failure is merely an opportunity to more intelligently begin again." It's the lessons you learn from these failures and your ability to rise above those criticisms that make your success possible in the long run. So instead of fearing these things, embrace them as kind of a stepping stone to greater things. It's kind of like if you've ever been in sales, they always say, well, there's 1 person out of 10 will say yes, in direct sales or things like that. So they would always teach you that with each no, instead of looking at it worse, you would check it off your list. You got 1 no, good. Now I only need 9 more, 8 more, 7 more to hit your average. It was just kind of a way to reverse psychology and keep you pepped up. So really what this is about is just make a habit of confronting your fears if there's anything in your life that causes you anxiety, take it as a personal challenge, you know, resolve it, deal with it. And it actually reminds me, during the Christmas season here, our family always does a kind of a movie night. We go on Christmas, and this year we saw a movie with Matt Damon in it. It's called We Bought a Zoo. Kind of a funny little story, and he had a really good quote in there where he actually says, all it takes is 20 seconds of insane courage and great things will happen. Or great things can happen, I think is how it goes. Or will happen, I suppose. But it really makes you think, you know, what, as we go forward, you know, you eliminate that fear, you eliminate, you know, the criticisms, or you let them roll off your shoulder. And really all it takes is being open to that one thing, that one 20-second business call, that one, you know, 20-second decision to do this, to do that in your personal life, your love life. You know, and it really can, you never know what impact that's going to have and how massive of an impact that can have on you going forward. So a cool little quote from that movie. So guys, I'm just going to wrap it up with that. I don't want to make it too long here. I just want to kind of have a little tidbit that you can take with you, implement, today being Monday and our first day of, you know, really launching out, getting serious about these goals and going after it. So whatever your goals and resolutions, your aspirations for this 2012, go forward with great courage, with insane courage, and you guys will be successful in 2012 here. So here's to the best, and we'll see you in the next segment, guys, okay? Take care.